Hey Bella, so to help you out with your math, I decided to just go to the quiz, like the very beginning quiz that we took, to see how you're doing with everything. Hopefully that's okay. I just feel like it would take me a long time to go through every assignment of this week and talk about the ones that you skipped. So let me know if you think this is a good idea. Because this quiz covers everything that those little lessons covers. So hopefully if I cover these, then that'll help you understanding on those things that you skipped, okay? But if you really want me to, I can go back through the assignments and I can explain the ones you got wrong, okay? So, on the quiz for Unit 1, let's look at the first question. Looks like you got this one wrong or you skipped it, which is fine. Okay. So on this one, it says Anthony's family drives 671 miles from Orange City to Appleton. Then they drive another 242 miles to Grapesburg. How far does Anthony's family drive in all? So it looks like this is just a simple addition problem. You got to add this plus this. And if you add it up all correctly, you should get 913. So it looks like you got 83. So maybe try to add it again on some scratch paper and then you should get 913, okay? Sometimes word problems are hard, so maybe you just didn't understand what it was asking. Okay, number 2. Let's look at number 2. Sorry, buddy, mommy's working. Sorry, Bella. Okay, whoa, this one's huge. About all of the conversions and stuff. You know what? I'm not going to worry about this one. This one isn't super important for you to remember all of these conversions from milliliters and stuff. For 5th grade. So we're just going to close out of that one. Let's keep moving. Number 3. Okay. Complete the explanation and enter the number of hundreds. These ones are kind of challenging. So 2800, like 2800, really has 200 hundreds. Okay. Oh, sorry. I mean, that's what you put. It really has 28 hundreds because sorry about my kid. Um because it's like just right here, 28 hundreds. Like it's kind of a short way that adults say the numbers sometimes. Like instead of saying 2800, they're like it's 2800. So that kind of gives you a clue. And then part 2, I know that 28 times 100 could give me 2800. So 2800 equals 28 hundreds. Okay, so it's just kind of breaking it apart with like multiplication. So there's that explanation. Boop. Let's look at number 4. A mining truck is loaded with this many kilograms of dirt. Another 137,000, wow, 93 kilograms of dirt is added. I wish that they would put commas in these numbers, by the way, so I'm not surprised that you got a little confused, okay? Oh, you did put a comma in. Good job, girly. Okay, what is the total mass of the dirt in the mining truck? Once again, with these story problems, you need to make sure that you're looking at the key words. Like, for example, total and like another is added. So those are little clues to help you know, like, this is adding. So if you add it all together, you should get 278,942. So it looks like you weren't really sure what to do, which is fine. So you just put this number down again, but we're really supposed to add the two numbers together. Okay. Number 7. Cool chart thing. Okay, looks like you put a lot of no's. when you're supposed to put a couple yeses, okay? So we've got to see if it's rounded to the nearest thousands. So, remember with rounding, you go to the place it's talking about. So the thousands place. Who's in the thousands place? Let's see, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Looks like it's this 3. So the 3 is in the thousands place. And you look next door. Is this number 5 or more? Yes, it's 9. Excuse me. So that means that the 9 can change the 3 into a 4, which they did. And then the other rounding rule is that all the other numbers turn to zeros. So this one is correct. Yes. Did you get that one? Nope, not quite. Okay, maybe you got lost. Because there's no commas, it's really hard to tell who's in the thousands place. So you just gotta like count all the way up, boop, 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 till you get there. Okay, so that one's kind of hard. All right, let's go to the thousands place in this one. Let's see. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So the 7. The 7's in the thousands place. So now we look next door. Is the 8 5 or more? Yes. So it should change the 7 to an 8. But did they do that? No. So that is a no. Okay. Looks like you put yes, but it's actually really a no. And that's okay. We haven't rounded in so long, so I think you just forgot. Okay, let's look at the next one. Let's find out who's in the thousands place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So the 4 is in the thousands place. Let's look next door at this 3. Is the 3 5 or more? No. So it cannot change that 4. So the 4 is going to stay the same, which it did. And the rest of the numbers have to be zeros. It's like the little rule of rounding. And so they didn't do that. And so it's a no. No, that's not rounded to the nearest thousands place correctly. Okay? Okay, next one. Let's find who's in the thousands place. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Looks like it's the 8. 8. So let's look next door. Is the 2 5 or more? No. So the 8 needs to stay the same, and then the rest of the numbers turn to zeros. So that is correct. Yes. Okay, let me see if you got that one. Nope, that's okay. Okay, let's try this last one. Who's in the thousands place? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Looks like it's the 9. So let's look next door. Can the 8 change the 9 into like a 10? Yes, which means that it's also going to change the 4 to a 5. So this one's kind of crazy because it actually jumps 2 places. The 8 changes the 9 changes the 5. So it's going to be 50,000. So that is correct. Okay, so yes, no, no, yes, yes. Good job. Okay, let's look at the next one. It looks like it's half right. So let's see what happened on this one. Okay. Choose true or false to describe each statement. Cool, so we're just comparing numbers. Once again, this would be easier if they had commas. So let's look. 4, 5, 7, 6, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. So this one is indeed bigger. 7, 6, 9. Yeah. So this is true. Huh. Weird. It looks to me like maybe the green is empty and the blue is like the selected one. Hopefully that's the case. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, it was just taking me a second to figure out what the colors on these true or false meant. So blue means that's the one you selected. So yes, that is true. Okay, the next one. Are these really equal? 5604, 5640? No, so that is indeed false. Good job. Looks like you got those two correct. Okay. The next one it looks like is true, which you got correct. And then, oh wait, yes, true. Let's look at the next one. Is this smaller than this? Yes. So it is true. So you accidentally put false. And then the last one, 7641 is smaller than 7266. No, that is false, which you got correct. So it looks like you just missed one. Good job. Okay, and then let's go over number 10. Good job on number 9. Okay. So, yeah, this is really hard. Okay, because we have to use the same number and round it to all these different places. You gotta round it to the tens, and then the hundreds, and then the thousands, and the 10,000s, then the 100,000s, all with the same number, like the same original number. So even though it's changing on the way down, you've got to keep going back to this original number, which it looks like that's what you did for the most part. I think what you're forgetting is to put the entire number and then put the part that's changed. For example, on the first one, rounded to the nearest tens, you need to put 680580, and you just put the end that changed, 80. And once again, you just put 600 when we needed the whole number, 680600. Okay? But then we had some trouble down here when we rounded to the nearest thousands. So let's look at this again. So we'll just look right here. 680581. So who is in the thousands place? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Okay, it looks like it's the 0. Can the 5 change the 0? Yes, you say? What can it change it to? A 1. So that's why up here they have 681000. Okay? Now, this one looks like you got it right. You just need the 6 in front of it, and then one more 0. And then this is correct. Like, you have the 0 on the end, saying that, like, I don't know. I actually don't really know what you were thinking. I thought I knew, but now I'm confused. So let's just look at it. Let's round this number to the nearest 100,000s place. So who's in the 100,000s? The 6. Okay, can the 8 change the 6? Yes, it changes it to a 7. The rest of the number turns to zeros. So yes, it's a 0, but it's really like 7, 1, 2, and then like it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros after it. Okay? So it looks like we need to try to remember rounding rules, but it looks like you're almost there. Okay, number 11. Okay, cool. Looks like we have some adding and subtracting. The first question I have for you is, did you do this on some scratch paper? I'm sure you're going to say yes, and I wish I could see the scratch paper, but that's okay. I guess my first question is like, did you make sure to regroup properly and to add up those things where they need to go? Like, is 9 plus 6 15? Because you have a 5. Oh, sorry, this isn't yours. Oh, you didn't put anything. Oh, sad. I wonder what happened on this one. Either way, don't be really scared if the numbers are really big. Just try your best with adding and subtracting. You can do it. Okay? I'm not really going to go over every single one. Okay? Okay, number 12. We're moving right along. There's just 4 left. Hang in there with me. All right, another story problem. Oof, this one looks a little challenging because we have an equation in here, but that's okay. So, there were 3,325 books sold at a bookstore this year. there were 1,691 more books sold last year. So it looks like they're comparing this year to last year. How many books were sold last year? How many books were sold last year? Complete the explanation to find how many books were sold last year and select the correct solution equation to solve. So even though it says there were this many more books sold last year, that's not how many were sold. It's like this many more than this one. So we have to find the number of books that were sold last year, take the number of books that were sold this year, and add the difference from last year. So you need to add them together. So the correct solution equation is last year plus how many more, this year plus how many more books were sold last year equals that unknown number. I guess they're calling it N right now, to find out how many books were sold last year. Okay, so apparently if you add those two numbers together, you're going to get 5,016. Cool. Okay. Not a surprise that you got lost on that one. There's kind of a lot going on, but hopefully my explanation helped you out. Okay, number 13. Let's see. Okay. So it looks like what we're trying to do is fill in the missing parts. So it gives us one of the numbers, and we've got to figure out what is missing. Okay, all the information is here. It's just kind of jumbled together, and so we have to sort it out. So apparently this girl's name is Ren. Ren added the numbers 2,766 and 4,385. Okay, so enter the add-ins, that's like these numbers, and the sum in the break apart drawing. Then complete two addition problems represented by the break apart drawing. Okay, so it looks like they want to put this number over here, and then you got to put the other number over here. And then it looks like you need to add them together to find the total. Okay? And then it's just rewritten a different way over here. They put one of the add-ins plus the other one. It's going to give you the same answer. Then it wants it to be flipped. Let's have the 4,001 first, and then the 2,001, and then the answer. Okay? So it's all just talking about these two numbers being added together. Okay? So now part 2. Ren had inherited, that means she gained this many baseball cards. She was told to share some with her brother. She gave her brother this many baseball cards. How many does she have left over? So it looks like they're just saying look at the total. The total that we found was this many. And now she gave her brother this many. So if she has this many and she gave it away, that's the little clue. How many does she have? Well, you got to subtract them, and then you'll get this number. So that's how many she has. Okay? Good job. Just 2 left. Oof, this is a lot. Okay? But don't get overwhelmed. Let's just break it apart. Last week, there were 2 soccer games. There were this many people at the first soccer game. Sorry. There were this many fewer people at the second soccer game than at the first soccer game. How many people attended the soccer games last week? Part 1. To find the number of people that attended the second soccer game, you take the number of people that attended the first soccer game. That's hard for me to say today. The first soccer game, and subtract the amount fewer who attended the second game. Good job. Yes. That is correct. You have to subtract because of that special word, that keyword that says fewer up here. Okay? So when you subtract them, that means that this many people attended the second game. Part 2, explain how you solved your answer. They kind of help you out with it, and it's a little bit tricky because you have to switch it. Instead of subtraction, it's addition. To find the total number of people that attended the soccer games last week, use addition between the number of people that attended the first game and the number of people that attended the second game. In total, this many people attended the soccer games last week. Okay? So, a little bit of addition, a little bit of subtraction, and then you're done. Good job. Okay, so was that 14? I think so. So then 15. Boop. Good job. This is the last one, Bella. Ooh, drag and drop. This looks fun. The number tiles from least to greatest. Okay. Looks like we weren't able to attempt this one. That's okay. So you just have to first look at the first digit, in the thousands place, and be like, hey, who's the smallest? Obviously the sixes. And then these are both 6 sevens. And so you got to look at the next digit. Is it 8 or 9? 8. So then the 6, 7, 8, 9 goes first. 6, 7, 9, 8 goes next. And then the 6, 8 goes next because it's just one higher than 7. And now we get into the 7,000s. So obviously the 7, 6 is going to go before the 7, 9. Okay? So you could have done that one. I think you just got overwhelmed with those story problems and just kind of stopped. Okay? Okay, hopefully that helps. I'm proud of you for reaching out to me. Let me know what else I can